What are your thoughts on this weekend?
I mean, first off, let me just say, what a time to be at Wartburg. You know, I mean, the women's going to the Final Four. Our women's wrestling team getting their first ever All-Americans last weekend. Obviously, Clay Target's heading to a championship. Just exciting time to be at Wartburg, you know. So, you know, for us, we're excited for the opportunity, you know, and that's what it is, opportunity. A chance to compete for a national championship, and that's why guys come here, you know. And so, well, we're looking forward to it. We had an extra week this year because of the way the calendar fell before our qualifier. So I mean, it feels like it's been a while, you know, since we've competed, and you know, so I think these guys are excited about just getting there and competing. So, but we're excited about the championships. We're glad it's close, just up the road, and we're fired up to go.
Obviously, everybody in our neck of the woods knows what the lower Midwest region is. It's any word of your choice to describe tough. When you get the guys through there, does that give them that much confidence to say, you know what, you beat a lot of the best guys in the nation already. This national tournament, you can compete with anybody?
You know, the lower Midwest, in all honesty, is a mini national tournament. You know, and there's no, in my mind, there's no other way to put it other than it's the toughest qualifier in the country, you know, hands down. And so, you know, for our guys, you know, they're battle tested. They've been through that. And, you know, we've tried to compete against the best teams all year long for that reason, you know, so they're ready. But, yeah, I mean, it definitely prepares you for what it's going to be like in the national tournament, which is expect every match to be a battle, you know, and that's our approach. Every single time we wrestle anybody, you know, is expect that, and then, you know, focus on what we do best. So that'll be the same approach this weekend.
Obviously, you guys have the talent to win it all, but what's going to determine if Wartburg can be number one when it's all said and done?
I think every guy wrestling at their full God-given potential, you know, which is all we ever ask of them. That is it, you know, and that's kind of where our focal point is always at with guys is, you know, all we want you to do is go out there, score points, wrestle at the best of your ability, fight your butt off the entire time. And, you know, normally when guys do that, good things happen, you know, and so, you know, the numbers game with the number of qualifiers we have versus some of the other programs, it is going to require each and every one of our guys wrestling at the best of their ability. But, you know, that's something that we talk about every single week, and that hasn't changed all year long, and them going out there and performing at their absolute best is the expectation and the goal. And, you know, that's something they can control and they can focus on, and that's where we leave it.
Joe Pins seems tech-fault almost every opponent. What has led to his dominance this season?
I mean, that guy, I can't say enough good things about him. You know, I mean, there's somebody that just works and works and works and is willing to do anything, you know. And so the guy's always been really good, but I think this year, you know, another level of confidence, another level of preparation, and just making some changes, you know, being willing to change a few things, you know, and he was disappointed with how last season finished for him, and from that point forward has done absolutely everything in his power to be as dominating as possible.
Zane Mulder fell in the finals of the lower Midwest Regional to an awfully good kid, Zeb Ganeda. When you have a loss at that time of the year, but you're still going on, does that maybe help refocus a thing or two moving forward?
I think so. I mean, knowing Zane Mulder and who he is as a competitor, I fully expect that guy to respond this upcoming weekend. And we've seen a response in the wrestling room, and so has the guys he's been wrestling. So, you know, I think you'll see him respond. That's who he is, you know, and that's the beauty of this sport, you know. I mean, you get knocked on your butt, and like anything in life, how do you respond to adversity? And that's one of the important lessons that we try to teach guys is who are you when things get hard and when things go the wrong way, and how do you respond? So I'm excited about that for him, for sure.
In these tournaments, it's not so much, a lot of, you hear the saying that it doesn't matter how you get there, you just win. But these tournaments are also won by bonus. How do you balance that with the message to your guys that, hey, bonus is going to get us where we want to be, but,
Well, there's no doubt about it. Bonus wins championships, and, if you're a major decision better than a guy, then you better be major decision than that guy. If you're a tech fall better than him, then that's what you better be doing, And so, it's each guy, back to kind of what I mentioned, but wrestling at their full potential. And if their full potential is winning by a takedown, then that's their full potential. But if it's going and getting a pin or getting a tech fall, they know, trust me, they know that bonus wins championships. It's something we talk about every single week. I mean, every single duel, every single competition, so they understand that. But keeping that focus on just performing at their best, the best of their ability.
What makes Mo so special?
Well, I think he's unique in terms of, here's a guy that, is still getting better daily, and I mean it, daily. And a lot of that has to do with his approach to every day when he walks in that room, and I mean this sincerely. There's not been a day where he's walked in and mentally gone through the motions. It's striving for more every single day. What can I learn? What can I do? And that guy continues to ask questions on a daily basis. And so, he's really, really hungry to find out how great he can be. I think you saw that at the regional tournament. He went out there and completely dominated. And it was kind of funny. I told him, this kind of motivated him, I think. I was like, it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to win that OW. Like, no one's going to vote for Wartburg. I'm just letting you know, man, it ain't going to happen. And he's like, he proved me wrong. He goes, well, I'm going to go do it anyway. And did it, So, he was on a mission. And he's been on a mission all year long. And that hasn't changed. So.
Who do you see as the biggest competition? Is it going to be Augsburg? The usual cast?
Yeah, I expect everybody to be good. It's a national tournament, and there's some teams that have numbers coming out of their qualifiers, but I expect, if like anything, if you keep the focus on you, what you can control, which is all we can, it's a lot more fun than worrying about everybody else. And, at the end of the day, points are going to be where they're going to be. And if we wrestle at the highest level that we're capable of, I like where we're going to be.
When do brackets come on?
Tomorrow at noon is what I've been told.
Putting an asterisk by
It's been that way the last couple of years. So hopefully tomorrow at noon, though. Yeah, they'll be out.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.